Hey there, my friend. It's your girl, Steph Perez, and I'm super excited for today's video. So today we are going to talk about the easiest way to create $10,000 a month in your online business selling digital products online. Last month, I had an increase in my business of 86.1%. I keep saying this, I'm going to say it again. Where else can a girl like me go and increase her earnings by 86.1% in one single month? And last month was February. So we were cheated by, a day or two? It was a short month, and I was still able to increase my income by 86.1% from January. So in today's video, I felt so compelled and so inspired to really break down what it takes to be able to build a business like that gets those kind of results, and that can also be very sustainable. So in this video, I'm going to be helping you understand what to do to get started and also what to do to grow your business so that you too can begin experiencing these kind of results and wins inside of your online business. Grab your notebook and grab your pen because you are going to be entirely left better, and you're going to understand exactly how I was able to do what I did and how you can decide to do it for yourself as well. Before we dive in, it's really, really important that you decide to commit to what I'm going to share with you in the order in which I'm going to share it with you. 3 reasons why that is so important. Number 1, they all go hand in hand. And believe it or not, the order in which you think these things through and do them inside of your business really does make a difference, because much like a car, you want all the pistons firing. And so if you commit to going through everything as I'm going to break it down, it's going to enable you to get the pistons firing so that you have a very well-oiled machine. Yesterday, I was reminded how important this was. I didn't even touch my business yesterday until I sat down to send an email out to my email list, and that was to let them know that I had earned $1,000 for the day. So it literally was a lazy but very, very eventful Sunday where I went to church, I had lunch with my husband, we drove around, we looked at houses, we sat on the couch and watched 2 movies, and I was able to earn $1,000 for the day without laying a hand in my business. And that is because I've learned how to get all the pistons firing, and I have a very well-oiled machine running for my business. So it's so important that you commit to what I'm going to share with you today, and that you do it in the order in which I'm giving it to you. And another really big reason is that it's going to help you get started the fastest, as well as begin to build momentum the fastest. And that is what you want. Again, a reason why I was able to experience a day like I had yesterday, and that day really isn't anything special outside of the fact I didn't work yesterday, and all those things were able to happen. $1,000 in one single day without having to talk to anyone. I did no work yesterday until later that evening when I sat down to send an email to my email list to inspire them by what happened that day in my business. And it's because I've committed to my business. I've built a very strong foundation based upon strong fundamentals, which I'm going to break down for you today. And I've allowed my business to build momentum because I've been very, very consistent, and I've committed to what I'm going to share with you today. So again, if you haven't done so already, grab a notebook, grab a pen, get ready to take notes, be ready to be left entirely better, and just know that I am giving you the goods so that you can make this real for yourself. Let's go. Number 1, it's so important that you decide to get the training that you need to acquire all the knowledge and all the skills to build a very, very strong online business for yourself. You've got to learn digital marketing, and you've got to learn the business of online business. Now, it's so important that when you decide to invest into training that's going to help you in this way, that training has everything that you need to get set up for online business success, and that once you are done with that training, that you have everything that you need to help you begin making money. You do not want to piecemeal this step together. You don't want to invest in something and then discover you got to invest in 50 gazillion other things in order to get the pistons firing and build a very, very well-oiled machine. You want everything that you need to be in one central place. What do I mean by this? You want to learn how to set a strong vision for your business. You want to learn how to pick the right niche. You want to learn how to pick appropriate products. You want to learn how to create your money-getting system, which comprises of a capture page, a sales page, an order form. You want to know how to connect your payment processors and how to actually get paid, for the work that you're going to put into your business. You're going to want to learn how to build an email list, how to email that email list. That's called email marketing. And you're going to want to learn how to actually market and advertise your business on a daily basis. In the day and age that we're in right now, right, with what I do in my business, we've simplified the process so that no one has to invest hundreds or thousands of dollars to learn each individual thing. For an investment of $500, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, but I get so excited when I think about this. You can invest and learn everything you need to learn to get set up for online business success, where in a lot of places, people are investing $2,500, $3,000, right, on up just to learn all of these things. You don't have to do that. You can get everything you need in one place and know that you're going to have everything that you need to get set up for online business success. So it's so important that you know that you're going to have everything that you need. But I think what's even more important is wrapping your head around the fact that you've got to invest into your success. If you don't know how to make money online and you don't know the business of online business, right, you've got to learn that business. Just because the internet seems like this free place that you can just hop out on and begin creating reels or begin posting on Facebook and you think you're going to just make money, it really, really is not that simple. You need strategy, you need processes, you need systems. You've got to understand like what it actually takes to make money on these platforms on the internet. So you want to make sure that number one, remember we're doing everything in order because we want to get set up. We want to build momentum. We want to hedge the bets, right? That we're building a very, very well-oiled machine. If you just jump out there and you try your hand at something and you fail, the likelihood is you're going to be a lot more timid when it comes to investing your time, energy, and money forward, because all you're going to have to remind yourself of is the time you tried something, even though you tried it wrong and you failed. What I want you to do is I want you to feel good right from the start, right from the beginning, right, that you're doing everything systematically and in a certain way so that you get a certain result inside of your business. So number one, write down that you are going to commit to getting the training in your hand so that you can learn the business of online business. And we're not done yet. You're going to devote a couple of hours a week to that training. Right? You want to learn what is in that training and a couple of hours applying what you learn back to your business. That's step number one. Step number two, this was really the biggie and the catalyst to me being able to increase my income by 86.1%. We cannot forget that 0.1. It is everything. But this really is the catalyst with how I was able to increase my income by 86.1% from one month to the other. And that's by committing to create content that allowed me to grow my audience on a daily basis. So we're not just picking a platform to create content on. We want to pick a platform and we're creating content that is speaking to our ideal niche or our target market. And again, that's why the training is so important, is that the training is going to actually help you determine who that niche is, if it actually is a good niche of buying people, and it's going to help you learn how to create content that connects with them, speaks with them, and gets them interested in both you, your brand, as well as what it is that you are offering. So because I got really, really solid and I doubled down on my niche and what they wanted, and I provided a really great solution that was so hard to say no to, and I showed up almost every day creating some kind of content that could be discovered out there on YouTube, right? I grew my audience and I also grew my email list, and we'll talk about that in the next step. But creating content is what led everybody to me that bought from me last month. I share this with so many people because it's so important. And when you wrap your head around this, it gets you so excited to do whatever you got to do to get out there on a daily basis, creating content and sharing content, knowing that your buyers are already out there. So again, we're talking about how to actually get started and how anyone can make $10,000 a month selling digital products online if they follow a very, very simple process. And that's what I'm sharing with you today. So almost every person that purchased from me in February were people that were not in my space in January or December. So these were all people that became aware of me because of new content that I created either in the month of January or in the month of February. Remember, we also talked about the power of momentum. So as we commit to doing these things, right, day after day, week after week, month after month, our work begins to compound, which means, right, that's how we can have increases like 86.1% because the work I did in January, it helped to pay off in the month of February. Just like right now in the month of March, we're only at March 4th. You wouldn't even believe what my business has done so far, but it's because I built momentum from January and February as well. This is why it's so important to do all of these things in order, right? Because you want to create a well-oiled machine. You want all the pistons firing. You want to be able to make money when you're sleeping, right? And that's because we're building momentum as we do all of these individual things. So once you go through the training and you begin to learn and you begin to implement and you have your money-making system all set up and you know who you're catering to and you know what you're selling them, we're going to talk a little bit about that in this video as well. Right now it's your job to get out there on a daily basis and begin to speak to these people so you can call them in and let them know you have something for them. It's no different than when you're driving down the street and you run across billboards or you listen to radio spots, right? Commercials, radio spots. Any kind of advertising that you consume or that you see, that is a business that's made the decision to put something out there in the world so that people that are interested in what they have to offer know that they are there and know that they have stuff for them. And so by you picking a platform and creating content that can be discovered every single day, right, that's going to help you call people in that are interested in what you have to sell. And here's the thing, write this down with a big asterisk. A percentage of those people will become leads and a percentage of those people will buy from you. So you see why this step is so important. All right. So step number 2, we're going to make a commitment to get out there and create content on a platform that can be discovered every single day by people that are out there, right, desiring and searching and consuming content, right, around what we have to offer. And believe it or not, they are out there. As a sidebar, I can't help but say this. The reason why choosing the right niche and target market and what you want to sell them is so important is that if you choose a niche that's not actively searching or they don't really care about the outcome, it's harder to sell them a product. If you have a niche or a target market where they're like, I want to make money or I want to fix this thing or I want to lose weight, right? And they're very, very intent on getting an outcome. It's a lot easier to sell to them because they are serious and very much so down for the outcome. And so with what I do, I help people get set up for online business success. I help people make their first $10,000 online and I sell them the information. I sell them the training. I show up to help them. Right. And so I am building a business around people that are searching for something. They want the help and they're actually willing to invest in it to help them get what it is that they want because they don't want to struggle. They don't want to delay this, right? They want results sooner versus later. So again, that's why it's so important to get really good at this part of your business. And that's why the training, right, is so helpful because it will help you discover what is a great niche, right? And what is a great product or a solution that you can offer them so that you can actually make money and not flail around. Number 3, again, remember in this video, we're talking about how anyone can build a $10,000 a month online business selling digital products. And in order to do that, you do want all the pistons firing and you want well-oiled systems working for you in processes. And one of those processes is email marketing. So you want to make sure that from your content that you're creating, that you're building your email list from that. So essentially, you're looking for people that are interested in what you're sharing to request more information from you so that you can build your email list and further serve them. The reason why this is so important is that, number one, we don't own these individual platforms, all right? So I don't own YouTube, and if YouTube shut me down, there goes all of my communication with people that might be interested in what I have to offer. By building an email list, I am growing one of my greatest assets that I can grow and that I can actually own. So you want to make sure you're building your email list. Also, the majority of people that encounter you on your chosen platforms might not be in a position to buy or ready to make that kind of decision. So by building an email list, right, you are building a pipeline of people that have the opportunity to learn more about what you have to offer, to learn more about your brand, and to buy from you when the time is right for them. So like on Sunday, when I talked about having that $1,000 day, one of those sales came in while I was sleeping, and this person was already on my email list, right? And honestly, that person had just joined my email list. They had watched a video or something on YouTube, joined my email list, and within a very, very short span of time, like hours, they had purchased the course from me. Later that day, another person purchased the course from me, right? Each of these are $500 sales. This person had been on my list, if I recall, since like February 5th or something. So they had been on my email list for a couple of weeks, right? That's the power of building an email list, is that you're able to capture the information of people that are interested in what you have to offer. And maybe they need more information, maybe they're not quite ready, but it gives you a way to be able to follow up and to make more money inside of your business. Another reason why you want to build an email list, it's a really great source of data. So last month, right, when I discovered that my business grew by 86.1%, one of the pieces of data that I dove into was how many opt-ins does it take for me to generate a sale? And when I realized for like every 16 to 17 opt-ins, that's people that are requesting information, I make a sale. That's exciting to me, right? And so if I want to get to a point of making more sales in less time, all I got to do is figure out how do I get 16 to 17 opt-ins right in a shorter span of time. And so again, when we're talking about these higher levels of earning, right, you're not going to just luck up on it, and you don't want it to be a hope and a wish and a prayer. You want it to be systematic, and you almost want it to be like a science. And so believe it or not, like once you build your business up, it can become predictable, right? It can become reliable, and it can become a science where you know that when you do X, Y, Z, you get a certain result. And so by building your email list, you're able to actually look at that data and decide or figure out, right, what's going on and when certain results happen inside of your business. It's really, really exciting. And so you want to make sure that from your content, you're actually building your own email list. And again, if I were to go back, right, again, 86.1% increase, having an email list definitely did play a role, because when you're building an email list, you also have something called an email campaign or a sequence that fires off to every single person that opts in, right? Automatically dripping email and intel and value on them. So on my email list, as an example, when someone opts in, every single person automatically gets like 15 to 16 days worth of emails and automatically get sent out for them. So again, all the pistons firing, well-oiled machine, right? And a system that is automatically following up for me, because all I had to do was set it up one time, and now it works for me over and over and over again every single time someone opts into, right, my system, GoProWithSteph.com, to learn more about how I can help them learn how to make money online. All right. And so a lot of times people struggle because, remember what I said earlier, we're doing everything in a very specific sequence. So we're building momentum and building upon our success. So in this instance, we don't want to not have an email list, because if we don't have an email list, we're missing out on data, we're missing out on following up, we're missing out on more money, we're missing out on sleep money, we're missing out on, having an element inside of our business that is working for us without us having to do the work. You're missing out on so much. And I think the most important thing is the money. Like, why would you want to leave coins on the table, right? Because you don't have these important elements set up inside of your business. So again, whether it's your first $10,000 online or whether you're reaching for $10,000 a month, you want to make sure you're getting set up for online business success in all of these areas sooner versus later. I really hope that I'm helping you in this way. I can tell you from my own personal experience, when I was first getting started, I had to piecemeal all of this information and knowledge and skill together. I didn't know all of these things right up front. So literally it took me a little bit longer to build to the higher levels. I definitely made money right out the gate because I was a go-getter. But in terms of well-oiled machine and systems and processes and playing chess and not checkers, I didn't really know about all of those things right out the gate. I learned about them as I built. And that's why I love offering this course and this mentorship that I offer, is that I allow people to see the big picture right from the beginning. They get access to everything that they need. And if they want to build right to their first $10,000 or build to $10,000 months, they can do it so much faster than it took me, because you have everything at your disposal. I just get so excited when I think about this, because long gone are the days where digital marketing or making money online or selling digital products has to be this long, laborsome, hard thing. We literally have dumbed it down. We've simplified it so that anyone can get started and begin seeing results fairly quickly if they want to. Again, it's all a personal choice. You have to decide, right? And everyone decides by deciding to get the training that's going to unlock, right, all of this intel to help you in putting this all together. Number 4, and this is where so many people go wrong, and I think oftentimes it's because they just don't know. Oftentimes people work really, really hard in front of their business. Like, they'll do all the things that I already talked about. They'll even build an email list in some instances, but then they don't have an effective follow-up or conversion strategy in place, right, to stay in contact with the market or the audience that they're growing, or to stay in contact with their email list. And so you want to make sure that you have a really strong follow-up and conversion strategy. And yes, one of those follow-up and conversion strategies is making sure that when you set your email up, your email marketing system up, that you do have a campaign that's firing off so that every single person that opts in gets a series of emails right out the gate. But that's just part of it, all right? The other part of it, and the part of it that's responsible for my 86.1% increase, is that I showed up, right? And I was helpful. I provided value by doing things like going live. Like, that's my thing. I love to email my list and I love to go live. And because I do those things prolifically in my business, those things help me to connect more deeply with people that have requested more information, build deeper know, like, and trust, and it helps me to facilitate more sales. So you can entertain things like webinars, live streams, maybe you do some kind of regular online meetup. Maybe you decide to have a Facebook group. It's entirely up to you. For me, I've established after all of these years that going live and having an email marketing routine were the things that work the best for me. They make me a lot of money. And so those are the ways that I implement follow-up and conversion strategies inside of my business. Again, why the training and the free mentorship with me is so important, right, is that you learn how to find the things that are going to work the best for you based upon maybe your personality, the way that your energy and your vibe is. There's so many things that each and every one of us can do. There's no reason to have to do everything. All you got to do, please write this down and be so encouraged by this, is just figure out a handful of things that you can do repeatably inside of your business and you can win. Because if you can do any of these things repeatably inside of your business, right, that's going to create consistency. And it's just, sheer law of large numbers, if you will, right, until success is yours. So a handful of things repeated over and over and over again with consistency, and you will win. Right, the final step, step 5, and I really think this is so important and not enough people give this enough thought, is that you want to make sure that you're selling a digital product or digital products, right, that your ideal person will buy today. And again, this is why it's so important to make sure you have a really strong niche, a niche of buyers, a niche of people that want a resolve, that want a solution, that want to fix something, that actually want something. They have a high desire, because then when you put that solution in front of them through a digital product, right, and it's very easy for them to purchase, the more people that can say yes right now, clearly that puts the most amount of money in your pocket. All right. And so you want to sell high in desire and high in demand digital products that are like right now decisions for your ideal person. If you can follow everything that I broke down in this video and then decide to sell something that truly is in high desire and in high demand, where it's like a heck yes to your ideal person, you will in fact make more money. If your digital product is something where they have to like mull it over or think it over or, you know, save up thousands and thousands of dollars, right, then it's going to take you a little bit longer possibly to earn, right? But if you can have an overall high in desire and high in demand business and you're serving people that in fact want a result and they want it sooner versus later, do you see how all of those things like match up and they connect and they help you to make money a heck of a lot faster? This is exactly why I say the majority of my buyers are not people that have been sitting on my email list for 6 months to a year, right? The majority of my buyers are people that have been in my world for maybe, right, 45 to 30 days. They're not people that have been in my world for months and months and months and months. They're people that know what they want, request information, and maybe they're waiting a paycheck or two, or maybe they're just trying to see if this is going to be the right thing. But they're making decisions very, very quickly because they very much so have a I want the fix mindset. I want to learn how to make money. I want to get started sooner versus later. I want 2024 to be a breakthrough year. And so they're making that now decision. And because I'm helping volumes of people in that way make that now decision, well, clearly I'm going to make a lot more money. So this literally is how I was able to go from January to increasing my income by 86.1% in February, which was a short month. It's because I've been building momentum by focusing on these things right here. So again, just to recap, and if you do want more information on how you can get your hands on this phenomenal digital marketing course that also comes with master resale rights, I will drop the information down below in my description. But I felt so compelled and so inspired to do this video because it's like I've been saying, where can a girl like me, right? I'm 49 years old. I'm going to be 50 in a couple of weeks, right? I'm a woman of color, but I decided to learn digital marketing. I decided to make this my new way of life. And I just don't believe there are enough people that are like me, whether it be age or color of your skin or your background. There's a lot of people that are like me that don't know this is possible. And so it's so important that I get out there and I share my results and I share what it is that I know. And I let more and more people know we've simplified it for you. We've dumbed it down so that anyone can learn these skills and decide to get set up for online business success really, really quickly compared to what it used to take years ago. You don't have to be a guru. You don't need to have an existing audience or an existing list. You don't have to, have a subscriber base or friends or followers. All of us, for the most part, get started with nothing and we decide to build it up by following training and by learning the ropes. And so can be true for you. The plus side for you and what I know from all of my experiences is it's never been easier than it is right now to learn everything you've got to learn to be able to see the big picture right out the gate and to get set up for online business success very, very quickly. So when you purchase this course from me, okay, it's a digital marketing course. It's going to teach you digital marketing. It's going to teach you the business of online business. It's going to help you get set up for online business success. It's going to help you create your money getting systems, create your email list. And I'm going to give you email campaigns and all kinds of stuff in my free mentorship. All right, the digital marketing course is going to help you get set up. It's going to help you discover what you want to sell. Do you want to create your own digital products? We have training that will show you how to do that. Do you want to sell our digital course as your own and earn $500 every single time someone buys it from you? That's what I love to do because I know people need this information. As you can tell from this video, I am passionate about what it is that I do because I know it can be life-changing, right, in the hands of the right person that wants to change their life and wants to learn digital marketing as a new skill for themselves. Digital marketing is very, very, very far from going out of fashion as the industry or as the economy, I should say, you know, keeps letting people down. And as things change in the economy, where do people come to learn new skills? The internet. Right? So with the internet, if we can put out things that teach people new skills, right, we don't have to worry about the economy, right? We can set ourselves up, we can consistently grow, right? And that's what I love. Like again, 86.1% increase in the times that we're in, a girl like me, right? Where can we do that? We can do that right here. So I'm going to invite you to get more information on this course. You also get to own the course. So this isn't something you're just getting access to. You get to download the course and own the course. So you're actually investing into a digital asset, right, that no one can ever take away from you. So it's a huge opportunity to both learn and begin to earn online. And when you decide to get started right now for a very limited time, you get my mentorship for free, which includes so much. Just know that you're not in this by yourself and that you're going to have the help, the support, the guidance that you need, right? So that as you're building this out, you know that you're not in it all by yourself. All right, so I'll drop all the information down below in the description. I really, really hope this video has helped you a ton, right, to see the bigger picture on how we make this possible. I know there's a lot of hypey stuff out there, kind of like just trying to get your money. I want to get your attention, and I want you to know what this takes. I want you to know what's possible. I want you to know people just like myself are deciding to change their lives and make 2024 like their best year ever, right? By learning these skills and getting ourselves out there and selling stuff that people actually want and that they actually need and that you can do it too. So you're already out there searching for this stuff. I really hope that this video has served you, has painted a bigger picture, and has you fired up about getting started and getting on your way. I look so forward, right, to learning more about you, hopefully seeing you inside of a community and ultimately celebrating your success. So it's your girl, Steph Perez. Go to goprowithsteph.com to get your hands on this information and to get started. And I look so forward to plugging you into my mentorship community. I'll talk to you later, and I will see you in my next video. If you're not already subscribed and you really dug this video, well, you're still here, so of course you dug it. Go ahead and subscribe and click on notifications. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.